So OpenAI recently launched ChatGPT Projects, and this is already turning out to be one of my favorite ChatGPT updates so far. And in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to create a ChatGPT project and also tell you everything that you need to know about this new update. So be sure to stick around for the entire video. And if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is Ryan, and my mission is to help you navigate the overwhelming world of artificial intelligence. And if you want to know my favorite AI tools and prompts that I use for marketing and content creation, be sure to get my free AI Marketing Essentials Guide. You can find the link for this below this video. But now let's dive back into ChatGPT projects. So first of all, what is a ChatGPT project and who all has access to them? Now, I like to define a ChatGPT project really as an easy way just to organize chats that share a similar context or topic versus before you'd have to go into the search bar and try to find all different chats that you've previously had on the left-hand side. And before ChatGPT had this search bar, let me tell you, it was Command F and then continuing to scroll till I found what I was looking for. Well, now with projects, we can organize all of our different chats here into one simple folder, which I really like. Now, you'll also notice inside a ChatGPT project, we can add project files and custom instructions, very similar to what we can do with a custom GPT or even a Claude project. I'm going to talk about that later in this video. When it comes to project files, if I click this, you'll see I have 5 right here. If you click add files, you can add anything from your device, but I believe this is like PDFs, CSVs, files like that. And when it comes to limits, I don't know what the exact limit is. I don't think they specify. You can't add like 500 or 1,000 files, I would imagine, but it probably can hold a good amount of files. And so for me in this example, I'm trying to mimic my personal brand and all the chats related to that into one project. And so what I added here is my LinkedIn profile, my bio. I had a video transcript I put into a PDF, right, to kind of mimic how I speak, LinkedIn posts, and then also common AI words and phrases to avoid in every single one of my outputs. And when it comes to the instructions, if I click here, this is where you can direct the ChatGPT project on how you want the outputs to sound, right? Give it certain topics, give it a certain writing tone or format for responses. And so if you've built a custom GPT before, this process will be a breeze. And to be honest, all I did is I went into my Ryan Dozer custom GPT, copy and pasted the instructions that I laid out for that, came back to my new ChatGPT project and pasted them right in here. So that's something that you can definitely do. And when it comes to organizing chats here on the left-hand side, let's say you want to add some of these chats to your new ChatGPT project. All you need to do is click this options with the 3 dots, and you should see an add to project here. Now, I've made 2 projects, but here's the one I'm using. So I'd click Ryan Dozer personal brand, and you'll see it's now added that chat to this ChatGPT project. But a big disclaimer here that I recently discovered as I was trying to organize my chats into different projects, if you create a chat using a custom GPT, right? So if I find this one here, so this one I made with a custom GPT, notice there's no option to move it to a project. So I'm sure OpenAI will figure that out. I don't know if it's just a step or a bug that they missed, but if you create something using a custom GPT, you cannot add that to a ChatGPT project. When it comes to access, OpenAI has already rolled out ChatGPT projects to members of Pro, Plus, and Team users globally, as I said right here in their X post. So if you fall into one of those categories, pull up your ChatGPT account and you should see projects right here on the left-hand side under your custom GPTs. Now, they also announced they'll bring it to enterprise and EDU users in January, but get this, also to free users soon. So even free users of ChatGPT are going to have access to projects. And that's a big deal in my opinion, considering in Claude, you have to be a member of Claude Pro for $20 a month to even have access to a project's functionality. So that makes me excited, honestly, that OpenAI is bringing ChatGPT projects to all users. So now I'm going to show you step by step how to build a ChatGPT project. And on the very left-hand side under GPTs and Explore GPTs, you should see projects right here. Go ahead and click this small plus icon. This will prompt us to create a new project. And here we need to name it. So in this example, what I'm going to do is basically recreate my personal brand ChatGPT project just to talk through you guys my thought process as I was building this. So I'm going to do RD personal brand for my initials. And then I'm going to click Create Project. And so here is our new project. Now, the very first thing I'd recommend you do is change the color of the folder. That way on the left-hand side, I can color coordinate, kind of helps keeps things organized for me. So I'm gonna make this one, we'll just do light blue in this example. And so first what we wanna do is add instructions and add files. So I'm going to start with instructions and I'm going to click add instructions right here. Now, if you already have custom instructions from another source like a custom GPT or a Claude project, you can simply copy and paste those into your new ChatGPT project, or you can just come up with some on your own. But I'm going to show you a few ways that you can come up with these instructions if you don't know where to start. And number one is you can pull open a new chat inside ChatGPT and you can prompt it with something that includes the following. And again, you would find and replace whatever makes sense for you and your ChatGPT project. So for me, I'm making a project about my personal brand. So I said, I need your help generating custom instructions for my ChatGPT project. The project is titled Ryan Dozer Personal Brand. I'm going to use it to organize chats, create content, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, here's some context. So this is where you would fill out the context, right? So you are an expert in AI and everything related to marketing. You will be acting as myself for various tasks for marketing and content creation to build the Ryan Dozer personal brand. And so when I gave it that context and the instructions to make custom instructions for my ChatGPT project, here's what it came up with. What would you like ChatGPT to know about to provide better responses? And here's what it had here. And again, keep in mind, it knows a lot about me from all the previous chats in the history that I've used ChatGPT for to grow my personal brand. And then it also has an option, how would you like ChatGPT to respond? So what I'm going to do is literally copy and paste this entire thing, come back to my ChatGPT project, paste it in here and click save. And again, you can fine tune this, edit it however you want to. I'm just showing you a way that I would do it if I was setting it up from scratch. Now, what you could also do is there's a custom GPT called Custom Instruction Generator. You can find this in the GPT store if you're a Plus or Pro member. And this is another way you can use to generate custom instructions. So now I'm going to add files. I'm going to come back to my project here on the left-hand side, click add files, and then I'm going to click add files up top. And in this example, what I'm going to do is I actually have 4 files ready to go that I'm going to add to this project. This includes a PDF of my LinkedIn profile. That's very important for anything related to my personal brand. I have a long form bio, so it helps understand my content writing and tone better. I also have common AI words and phrases to avoid. That's very important when you're doing anything related to content. There's certain words and phrases that ChatGPT uses all the time, right? Delve, robust, in today's AI landscape. You guys know where I'm going with that. And then I also uploaded LinkedIn posts. So I took some of my top performing LinkedIn posts, copy and pasted those into one document, and then downloaded that into a PDF and then uploaded it to here, just so I'm giving this project a better understanding of how I sound. So that's what I would recommend that you do first when creating a project, is setting up instructions and then adding project files. So you've successfully created a ChatGPT project. But what is the difference between this and a custom GPT? That's the very first question I had when OpenAI first announced this. And so from my perspective, and I'm going to keep using both of these, by the way, but from my perspective, this is really aimed at organization, more specifically, organizing certain chats into various folders. I can't tell you how many times I've scrolled through on the side on the left here, trying to find a chat, scrolling for minutes and minutes, and I can't find it. Or worse yet, I use the search bar and I don't remember what I named the chat, or maybe I let ChatGPT name it. I just can't find certain chats that I'm looking for. And now with folders, this gives me a really organized way to come back to certain chats that I had really good outputs in. And when it comes to custom GPTs, I'm going to keep using these for what I've always been using them for, which is accomplishing specific tasks following certain parameters. So on my Ryan Dozer AI Agent Custom GPT, you'll notice here I have different conversation starters. And so this is a benefit of still using a custom GPT. Right here is the conversation starters versus trying to come back and copy and paste long prompts into this ChatGPT project. Now, you could go back into a chat, copy and paste a prompt from a chat, start a new one, or just continue using the same chat. I understand that. But I do think custom GPTs still have their value in certain use cases. Now, the big thing that I don't like, again, I'm going to come back to this like I said earlier, is that you cannot add chats from custom GPTs into ChatGPT Projects. And that is a big deal for me because most of my chats are with custom GPTs. So I really hope OpenAI figures this out at some point, as I really want to start organizing all of my chats right into projects, whether they came from custom GPTs or not. Now, something else that's important to bring up is that what is the point of Claude Projects anymore? Remember, you have to pay $20 a month to access projects inside Claude. And now, if I'm being honest, now that ChatGPT rolled out their own version of projects, it's available to all free users. Doesn't matter if you're Pro, Plus, or free. I believe the capabilities of using these projects is the same. What is the purpose of paying for Claude Pro to get access to projects? As in my opinion, that was one of the differentiating selling points, is the ability to use projects inside Claude, since you couldn't do this inside ChatGPT. Now, you still get access to Claude 3.5 Sonnet, right? You get higher usage limits on the Pro plan. Maybe I could see that as a benefit. You get writing styles, right? But this isn't a video comparing Claude to ChatGPT. It's just very important now, as in my opinion, Anthropic, the company who owns Claude, they have a lot of work to do, especially after all these updates that OpenAI just came out with. Claude is now behind the 8 ball when it comes to the AI race between OpenAI and Google. So with all that being said, I hope this video helped you out on how to build a ChatGPT project. Now, I want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Are you already using projects? Do you think this is better than Claude Projects? Just some things that I'm very curious to hear your thoughts about. And if you've made it this far, be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you found value here. But most importantly, I hope you all have a great day.